Oh my god. Can we just take a minute? Can we take a collective breath, pour a massive glass of wine, preferably from Ava's private stash, and talk about what is happening in Port Charles right now? Because I am reeling. I am literally shaking. Wednesday's spoilers are out, and I don't even know where to start. Actually, yes, I do. I'm starting with the absolute chaos that is Windermere. I've been watching General Hospital since 2015, okay? Technically, I remember my mom watching in the 90s. But I've been obsessed since the Jake Doe reveal era, and I have never, ever seen a mess quite like this. And I mean that in the best, worst way possible. We have Lucy Coe and Ava Jerome about to throw down again. We have Molly Lansing Davis having a full-blown identity crisis. And we have the revelation that Lucas Jones, sweet naive Lucas, might be in deeper than he realizes. Let's break this down because my brain is breaking. Lucy versus Ava, the rematch we deserve. Okay, first of all, can we talk about Lucy Coe? I love her. I really do. She is the chaotic good of this show. She is the nurse's ball queen. She is a legend. But what is she doing? Spoilers say Lucy and Ava are facing off over Jens Sidwell. Sidwell, the arms dealer. The guy who literally held people hostage in Somalia back in 2024. And Lucy thinks he's a prize. I mean, I get it. Carlo Rota is charming as hell, but Lucy girl, look at his resume. The spoiler says Lucy views Ava as a rival to her relationship with Sidwell. I'm sorry, relationship, since when Sidwell has been flirting with anything that breathes, but clearly he has a thing for the Jerome brand of crazy. And let's be real, Ava is elusive and non-committal because she's smart. She knows Sidwell is dangerous. She sold him Windermere, which, by the way, I'm still not over. How do you just sell the family castle to a supervillain? But she's not trying to date him. But Lucy is seeking revenge because Ava made a snide remark about Sidwell wanting an upgrade. I mean, it's Ava Jerome. Snide remarks are her love language. Remember when she told Carly her hair looked thirsty? Ava lives for the shade. But Lucy taking it to heart and planning revenge, this feels like 2016 all over again. Here's my worry. Lucy is going to overplay her hand. She always does. She thinks she can out-scheme Ava, but Ava is a mob princess. Lucy is a cosmetics CEO who sometimes hunts vampires. They are not the same. And if Sidwell favors Ava, which obviously Lucy is just putting a target on her back, I'm terrified for her. I'm here for the campiness of it. I want a slap fight. I want a drink thrown. I want the drama, but I have a bad feeling Sidwell isn't going to find Lucy's jealousy cute. He's a villain. And honestly, I kind of miss the days when they were forced to work together. But if this leads to a scene where Lucy pushes Ava into the harbor again, I won't complain. Molly Lansing Davis, what happened to you? Okay, moving on to the disaster that is the Davis sisters. Can we talk about Molly? I remember when Molly was the sensible one. She was the mini Alexis who followed the rules, wrote the briefs, and loved TJ. Now, in 2026, she is a mess. And I am kind of obsessed with this messy era, but also I want to shake her. So apparently Molly is blaming Christina for her breakup with Cody Bell. Yes, Cody Bell. I still can't wrap my head around this pairing. I know they bonded over her writing or whatever, but Cody and Molly, it's such a weird mix of energy. He's a stable boy grifter with a heart of gold, and she's a neurotic ADA-turned-novelist. But here's the kicker, Molly wrote a manuscript where the hero was inspired by Cody. Cody being Cody, aka Mr. Low self-esteem, misunderstood the whole thing and freaked out. And now Molly is blaming Christina. Molly passes the buck. You think. This is classic deflection. She's snarkily expressing her gratitude to Christina for sabotaging her romance. Why? Because Christina motivated her to write. Because Christina told her to take a leap of faith. Molly, this is not Christina's fault. I feel like the writers are really leaning into the Davis girls fighting trope again, and it hurts. Christina has actually been trying to be a good sister lately. A miracle, I know, and Molly is just looking for a scapegoat because she's hurt. It's realistic, sure. We all lash out when we're heartbroken. But blaming Christina for Cody's insecurities, that's a stretch. And let's be real, Cody is the problem here. I love the guy, but he is so consumed by self-doubt that he can't see a good thing when it's staring him in the face. He thinks he's not good enough for Molly, which debatably maybe he isn't. She's a lot, so he's self-sabotaging. Thank God for Tracy Quartermaine. Tracy Quartermaine, the MVP. Can we just give Jane Elliott an Emmy every single year? Spoilers say Tracy's gonna give Cody a refreshing new outlook. Yes, this is what we need. Tracy is the only person in Port Charles who tells it like it is. She doesn't sugarcoat. She doesn't coddle. She's gonna look Cody in the eye and tell him to get over himself. The spoiler says she delves into the ways women typically express themselves. I am dying to hear Tracy's take on modern dating. She's gonna tell him that if a woman writes a book about you, you say thank you. You don't run away because you think you're trash. Tracy knows a thing or two about difficult men, Luke, Spencer, anyone, so if anyone can get through to Cody's thick skull, it's her. I really hope this is the turning point for Cody. I'm rooting for him. I'm still on the fence about him and Molly as a couple. I miss TJ, I said it. But if they're gonna do this, let's do it right. No more misunderstandings. Let Tracy Q fix it. Lucas Jones and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad boyfriend choice. Okay, I need to scream about this. Lucas Jones. My sweet, beautiful, dumb Lucas. He is confronting someone about Marco Rios. He's asking, what do you really know about Marco's business, and defending him. He's firmly asking. He's indignant. Lucas, honey, sweetie, Marco is Jens Sidwell's son. How do you not see the red flags? I feel like I've been screaming at Lucas since 2014. First it was Brad. Oh, Brad is just misunderstood, Lucas said, while Brad was literally stealing babies and switching paternity tests. Now it's Marco. Oh, Marco is just a businessman, Lucas says, while Marco's dad is hoarding weapons at Windermere. The spoiler says Lucas is likely at Windermere when he asks this. Lucas is at Windermere, the house where his evil biological father Julian used to hang out, the house where his Aunt Ava used to live. And now he's there, visiting his boyfriend's dad. Does Lucas have a bad boy fetish? Is that what this is? Because he keeps picking men who are morally gray at best and criminal masterminds at worst. And he's always the last to know. Lucas himself does not appear to be filled with doubt. Of course he isn't. Lucas is pure of heart and dumb of ass. He wants to believe the best in people. It's his fatal flaw. But Marco's business, it's definitely illegal, Lucas. It's definitely connected to Sidwell's shady dealings. I am dreading the moment the truth comes out. Lucas is going to be heartbroken again, and I don't know if I can handle another sad Lucas era. I want him happy. But no, we have to watch him defend Marco while the rest of us are screaming at the TV. Carly Valentin and the Mission Impossible. Okay, this is the plot point that has me the most hyped. Carly and Valentin teaming up, or at least Carly stopping Valentin from doing something stupid. Valentin is resolute and determined to go to Windermere because he's worried about Anna. My heart. I know Valentin has done some terrible things, giving Charlotte a snake was a choice, but his love for Anna is the one thing that redeems him. He knows something is wrong. He knows Roscollum is lying. But Carly stepping in, she will go herself to find out the truth. Excuse me. Carly Spencer is going to march into Windermere past Sidwell to find out what's happening. I have mixed feelings. On one hand, Carly is invincible. She's the Teflon Don of Port Charles. If anyone can barge into a villain's lair and demand answers, it's her. She has that. Can I speak to the manager energy that actually works on international criminals? On the other hand, it's Sidwell. This isn't Nella Benson pushing her down the stairs. This is a guy with mercenaries. And the spoiler notes that her brother Lucas lives there or is there a lot, so she has a personal stake. But I love that she's protecting Valentin. She recognizes his anxiety regarding Anna. That's actually really sweet. Carly and Valentin have such a weird, complex history, but they both love their people fiercely. If Carly goes, she can play the annoying neighbor sister card. If Valentin goes, guns come out. I am scared for her though. Sidwell at the door, that's going to be a tense scene. I just hope she doesn't get herself thrown into the dungeon with Anna. Anna Devane, the prisoner of Windermere. Speaking of the dungeon, Anna, my poor queen. The spoilers confirm she's being held captive underneath Windermere and Pascal is moving her. First of all, underneath Windermere is basically a rite of passage for GH characters. Who hasn't been held hostage in those catacombs? Lucky Ethan Lulu. It's basically an Airbnb for victims at this point. But the details are chilling. Anna appears to have severe PTSD, having claimed to have been held captive by Caesar Faison. Faison. They are really playing the hits, aren't they? Even though Faison is dead, is he? Is anyone ever dead? The trauma he inflicted on Anna is eternal. If her captors are gaslighting her into thinking it's Faison, that is sick. That is twisted. And it makes me hate Sidwell Pascal even more. I need Jason and Sonny to hurry up. Jason and Sonny, the regrets. Jason confiding in Sonny about his regrets. I feel like I could have done more, and I chose not to. This breaks me. Jason Morgan, the robot, the enforcer, admitting he failed. That is huge. He's talking about Anna. He's talking about the update on Anna and the message from Felicia. The walls are closing in. Jason knows something is wrong. He's the one who usually fixes things, and he feels like he dropped the ball. But the most intriguing part, grappling with the conflicting feelings stemming from what Britt Westbourne revealed to him. Britt. Okay, I need to pause. Because the fact that Britt is even in this conversation is a miracle. Remember 2023, remember the hook, we all thought she was gone. We mourned her. And then she pops up in Europe spotted by Jason, and now she's revealing things. I am still not over the Britt is alive twist. It's the best thing GH has done in years. But what did she reveal? Did she tell him about Sidwell? Did she tell him about Faison? Or did she tell him something about them? I am a die-hard Britt fan. I'm sorry, I know Jarly has history and Liason is the OG, but Jason and Britt had chemistry. They had fire. And if her revelation is keeping them apart or making him feel guilty, I am going to lose it. I feel like we are building toward a massive rescue mission. Jason, Sonny, Carly, maybe even Valentin all converging on Windermere to save Anna and hopefully Lucas, who is probably just sipping tea with Marco while chaos erupts downstairs.